Hi guys, I've been missing using ink, and last month for Inktober I joined the challenge some days but not many. I've been very busy, and I wanted to do at least one illustration fully in ink. This one that you're gonna see me drawing is based on the first day of the challenge, which was prompt was a backpack. And for that topic I already have a few thumbnails on my sketchbook with kind of like explorers and people in hiking with a backpack, because that's something that I do as much as possible. I love being in nature and exploring new places. So I decided to use one of those thumbnails that I had. In the thumbnail you'll see that I didn't include the bag, but I really like the composition and I thought to use that one but including the bag. So this is what you're gonna see me doing with this sketch in ink. I'm not doing a final illustration in ink, I'm just doing a sketch to study the values, because my current body of work is colorful, and I work mainly nowadays in watercolor, so it doesn't really make sense that I do one out just in ink, because my purpose is to include this one in my portfolio as well. So I'm here just studying the values to establish better depth once I begin my final watercolor that I'll show you later. So you're gonna see me here that I am applying darker values on the foreground, then middle values in the middle ground, and then lighter values in the background. And this paper is a sketch paper, is for ink as well, but it doesn't really take many washes, so you're gonna see the paper not behaving very well after a few layers of water, but it's okay. As I said, it's just a sketch, but it helps to kind of visualize how the final illustration could look like, and it helps in the process of then painting with more security your watercolor, because you have everything studied before in terms of values. I'm not using my typical masking fluid to protect the areas, because I don't mind if the paint goes over a bit. It's just a study of the final painting. So as well as the values, I'm studying also what kind of textures and how it will look like, and also the lighting, where it will come from, and things like that. And this is how the study of the values look like once I did all the layers of the ink. And I took a photo to make it bigger. I usually use A3 papers, so I edited the format in Photoshop and print it out, and now I'm gonna pass it with my lab box on my watercolor paper, and I'm gonna show you how my studio sounds when I work in silent. That thing that you just saw happens a lot, and it's quite annoying, but this is what happens when you work with 0.5. Okay, so here are all the versions I've done of the same concept, from the thumbnail here in my sketchbook to the ink sketch, then make it bigger, then pass it onto the watercolor paper. And this is my usual setting in the studio, with my watercolors always open and ready, and I'm gonna begin. I'm just building up layers and letting them dry in between. It's important to let them dry properly so the colors don't mix between layers. and the watercolor illustration is finished. I hope you enjoyed the process. I hope you like this painting and it was helpful for you to see the working with values on ink too, which is a very good step to include in your process.